2023 was the year we fought for reproductive freedom. This year, abortion opponents racked up loss after loss, creating huge divisions within the Republican Party and costing them dearly at the polls. As the 2024 election season approaches, politicians on both sides of the aisle are scrambling to address what has become maybe the most decisive issue in the country today. When the conservative Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade in June of 22, it eliminated the constitutionally guaranteed right to choose and opened the floodgates for a new wave of extreme anti-abortion laws across the country. In response, several states ranging from deep red to dark blue put forth ballot measures directly asking voters to decide for themselves, and the results were shocking. Voters in 2022 overwhelmingly supported reproductive rights in all 6 states, even in GOP strongholds like Montana and Kentucky, and the battle was just beginning. Some pundits and politicians were skeptical that abortion access would still be front and center 1 year later, given the breakneck speed of the modern news cycle and the public's collectively short attention span. But 2023 confirmed that the fight for reproductive freedom is more than a fad. First, the bad news. The end of Roe means that millions of pregnant people can no longer receive the reproductive health care they need, full stop. In the year and a half since the Supreme Court's decision, dozens of clinics, Planned Parenthood facilities, and doctors' offices have stopped offering abortions, and 14 states no longer have any clinics providing abortion care at all. And anti-abortion extremists across the country are still passing dozens of laws restricting access. If that sounds bleak, well, that's because it is. But abortion opponents have one big problem. Protecting abortion rights is indisputably popular, and support is only growing. One poll taken in 2023 found that 58% of respondents opposed the end of Roe, and 23% had grown more supportive of abortion rights since the decision was overturned. Young voters in particular are passionate about the issue, with more than half of registered young voters saying in another poll that they will definitely vote if abortion appears on their ballot. But if we've learned anything from the last few years, it's that polls are fallible. Luckily, when it comes to abortion, the actual election results continue to back them up. There was only one direct abortion question on the ballot this year, but it was still a massive factor in many elections. Early in 2023, pro-abortion candidate Janet Protasiewicz snagged a seat on Wisconsin's Supreme Court, creating a liberal majority that could be key to protecting abortion access in the state. Her blowout victory was a sneak peek at November's shocking results. After defeating a measure designed to keep the choice out of voters' hands, red-leaning Ohio approved a ballot measure that enshrined abortion protections in their state constitution. Pennsylvanians elected pro-abortion jurist Dan McCaffrey to their Supreme Court. Kentucky gave abortion-supporting Democrat Andy Beshear another term as governor. Even in purple Virginia, voters rejected their popular Republican governor Glenn Youngkin's plan for a 15-week abortion ban by shifting control of the state legislature to Democrats. Abortion has become a toxic issue for Republicans, leading to squabbling and infighting within the party. Hopeful GOP candidates have taken to the debate stage, scrambling to appeal to their anti-abortion base while wrestling with the reality that the voters they'd need to win in the general election clearly favor abortion access. Some, like Nikki Haley, have found success trying to walk a more moderate path, while others, like Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who championed a draconian ban on abortions except in the earliest weeks of pregnancy, are reluctant to own their extreme positions. Even Donald Trump, the likely GOP nominee, is reportedly planning to run as an abortion moderate in 2024. While he happily takes credit as the man most responsible for gutting abortion access with his 3 conservative Supreme Court appointees, Trump is trying to have his cake and eat it too by attacking his fellow Republicans for being too extreme. Will voters see through his clear hypocrisy? We can't be certain. The 2024 election is less than a year away, with the future of more than just abortion rights hanging in the balance. 2023 gave us a glimpse into how passionate Americans are about the issues and just how pissed they get when one of their long-standing rights is revoked. Momentum was clearly on the side of abortion access last year, but as economic concerns continue to rise and new issues both domestic and abroad continue to fight for our attention, it's more important than ever to keep them in focus and save reproductive health care for generations to come.